Over America.
All right, everybody. Joe Popp Over America with today's Helmet Report. Brought to you by the Cena 10C helmet, camera, and Bluetooth device. I got to give them a plug. I've been doing these helmet reports, and they gave me this free 10C as a sponsorship. And I haven't even thanked them once on these helmet reports, which would be impossible without this device. And it's working great so far. Okay, so I'm leaving Lincoln, Nebraska, and I'm heading towards Kansas City, Missouri, where I'll be in Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. The old two states at once trick that I've used several times on this trip. Great time in Lincoln. Got in a couple days ago. A little bit later in the evening, I just kind of went for food at a place called the Red Fox Steakhouse, which also has Keno gambling, and it was hamburger madness on Sunday. $2.99 hamburger and chips. Come on, you can't beat that. And then I got a $7 pitcher of beer too, because it was a long ride. It was probably about 9 hours on the bike, so I deserved a nice big tall fat beer. And it was cool. It was light beer, so don't worry, I'm still trying to stick to the diet. So enjoyed that and kind of just went home, did some computing, watched some TV, a little bit of TV, and watched the Superbike race from Laguna, which was great. I wish I could have been there for it, but passed right by it, missed it by a few days. And I won't give any spoilers if you didn't watch the race, but it was a really good race. I love World Superbike because they're pretty much close to stock bikes and a bunch of really talented riders. Called it a night, went to sleep. Next day, I had a gig at the Black Circle Record Store. Really funny show because the owner, Doug, was there, who is a cousin of Aaron Heinrich, who I interviewed. And Aaron set me up with Doug to play the store. And I was originally supposed to play on the rooftop, but it was 95 degrees at like 7:30 at night, and it was just too darn hot to play up there. So I ended up just playing in the store. And as it turns out, no one came. I did a Facebook invite. I tried to connect with Lincoln, Nebraska sites and all that. And the only people that were there were Doug himself and his worker, Ethan. But it was really great talking to Doug. He's 53 and I'm 52, so we kind of cut from the same cloth, and huge music fans, both of us. And great just to talk to him, and it was funny because he got all the references in my music. And Ethan was great too, because you know, get a younger perspective. And you know, I always like it, the young guy that works in the vinyl record store, because I don't know, they just seem to be a lot more in tune with what's going on and how the present is informed by the past. And really great store, lots of cool vinyl and a few neat vintage memorabilia type stuff and things like that. So it was really great, and they were a great audience, even though there was two of them. It was just neat kind of playing to them. I just played acoustic, no PA or anything like that, and I did film it. What the heck, you know? But just a fun gig. I mean, even though there was just those two guys, it's like, you know, if I get one fan a day, I guess I'm doing pretty good. But after that, I went back to the hotel, and I went to the Red Fox Steakhouse again, because it was within walking distance of my hotel, and I don't like to drink and drive on my bike, of course. And there was nobody there except me and this other guy, so it was like desolate in Lincoln yesterday, both at the record store and at the place. And the night before, the Red Fox was packed, because it was hamburger madness. But tonight it was 450 schooner night, so I had a couple of big beers and talked to this other guy. And Tina, the bartender, was really sweet. She actually stayed open just so I could have a second beer. And she was really sweet, so I gave her a nice fat tip. And that's it, called it a night. Woke up this morning, cleaned and lubed my chain. It was disgusting and dirty. I was cleaning my back wheel off a little bit, and I noticed that I lost the 10 wheel weights that John Jones and I put on the bike. So the bike feels fine. I don't feel any wobble or anything like that, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get those wheel weights back on at my next stop. Tensioned up the chain, lubed the chain, cleaned it, checked everything out. Everything seems to be okay. Bike's running good this morning. And I'm off to Kansas City. A lot of songs written about Kansas City. So I'll be there in about 3 hours time. 2 hours and 40 minutes at this point. All right, that's it for today. Popp Over America, over and out.
Popp Over America is made possible by support from Alto Music, Arai Helmets, Corbin Motorcycle Seats, D'Addario Strings, Hoffy Carbon Fiber Cases, Michelin Motorcycle Tires, Otherworld Computing, and Cena Motorcycle Bluetooth devices. Stay tuned for the next episode of Popp Over America.